Hey everybody, it's John the Phone Guy here, and welcome to another episode of Invicta Specs. And today we've got the X-Wing Blue Label, and this is technically the second X-Wing Blue Label. We'll go into some more of those details in a little bit. The first one was a different movement, but the look and everything is exactly the same. And with that, let's dial up the bench and take a look. Hey everybody, so taking a look at this on the bench, we have the X-Wing Blue Label model 30121. This is a 46 millimeter watch as measured from the 10-4, but it does not include this little piece here or the paddle. So we'll take a look at all those measurements here in a little bit. So this is a 30 atmosphere, 300 meter, 990 feet water resistance. This is flame fusion crystal. This has the Ronda Z60 movement in it, which takes a 395 battery with about a 4-year runtime. Deviation on this is -10 to +20 seconds per month. So with that, let's just kind of get a overall look at this. So, you know, just a beautiful piece. And we'll go to the back here. Of course, we have the full scissor deployant clasp, Invicta Reserve, and the diver. And you've got a mix of some high polish and brush. And of course, on the bracelet, you can see there's like a brushed and then high polish here. And of course, on the back, we've got the Coalition Forces, Blue Label, field tested, some of the other information on the back, model number, flame fusion, you know, all that sort of good stuff. And I love the way this is all done on here. This isn't painted on, this is actually etched in. So, you know, just a very well made piece from that standpoint. Of course, over here we have a Invicta Reserve logo in here, and we have the paddles for the function pushers, the A and the B. And this is a full screw down crown. You know, pull it out one and you change the date, change the time here, and screw it back down for your water resistance. Of course, we have the flame fusion crystal here, and as you can see, you can actually see into the crystal side where it's all opened up right here. And then you've got the screw mounts going around the bezel. Of course, this is a fixed bezel, but you have all of the blue and gold accents and just that little hint of red, which I think is pretty interesting around the constant running seconds over there at the 3 o'clock. Right in here, you can just kind of see just the little arms to the 15-second lines. So that's kind of neat. And of course, for those who haven't seen, this is a model that was brought over from the Imperious line, which is also under the Invicta Watch Group. It's a dormant line, but as you can see, from here to here and here to here, it forms an X. Just a unique design. You've got this extra wing out here, and then you got your paddles. So, you know, start your chronograph and stop it, and then a reset, and she goes back. Of course, you got the R on the second hand and all of that. Just a very unique piece. I love these blue labels, and I apologize for doing so many of them. I had a bunch of videos already with all the specs already figured out, so I'm just kind of going through these, and we'll start varying with some of the different watches I've gotten recently. But all that being said, I still very much enjoy blue labels and the distinct look they have, and this X-Wing is, you know, no different. So with that, let's jump over to the microscope and take a look. So let's take a look at this blue label under the microscope. Of course, right now we're looking at the 12 o'clock with the Invicta Reserve logo. Of course, your water resistance setting information. the gold going around the hour markers, which is synonymous with blue labels. Of course, you got your date window, and you can see the polish on the sides of it. Sorry, my hand's getting in the way of my light. I wanted to focus a little bit. There we go. So you can kind of see how it's layered down in there. And of course, we've got our 30-minute chronograph down here. Your constant running seconds is back here at the 3 o'clock. Of course, your day of the week is over here. And then we've got our paddle system and crown. And this is a screw down crown from that perspective. And the function pushers. So we'll start the chronograph. And then we'll reset here. So that's all setting right there. There we go. And of course, you know, you can see the Invicta R logo right here for reserve. And of course, I do like how the dial over here with the with the constant running seconds. I'll get it out yet, promise. Is flush with the dial, and of course over here you've got your day of the week. But then around the chronograph, you've got this raised section in gold with some screw links and everything around here just to offset things. I think just, you know, little details like that. I swear I can talk today. Just make it unique. I love the luminous inside the hour markers. Of course, you've got, you know, the luminous up here on the edges. And let me see if I can cut to the side, and you can see right there the crystal, and right here and right up here you can see the bezel opening where you can see in, you know, the crystal from the side, and of course you can see the bevel on the edge of it. And kind of tilt this, you can see the rehaut here. As soon as I focus, there we go. So it's pretty much a straight side piece on the rehaut, which with enough polish you can see the reflections of the hour markers. You can see how they're kind of raised up off the dial face. So, you know, and then you've got your screw markers on here, which are, you know, unique and everything. And I usually don't do this. Let's see if we can get it. So yeah, so you can see the different polish. This is like all high polish in here, and then you've got like this brush finish on the outside edge. I think it's just really unique and sets this watch off really well. And so we'll set this guy and focus one last time, since I keep messing that up. My apologies. And with that, we will go back to the bench and finish this guy up. See you there. And here we are back from the microscope, and just a unique look at all those little details. And we'll go into the measurements. So, like I said, the way that this is measured is right there on that edge, if you can see. So I'm measuring right from this little edge inside here, because that's technically the case. So we're going to go from here to here, and I get like 40. I get on it. Nope. There we go. So we got 46. But now if you include this and then the paddle, we're at 53.5. So I think that's why this wears a little bit bigger than a traditional 46, because this extra wing, and of course this paddle out here, but always want to go with, you know, the standards. So, and then on the thickness, we've got 17 point. Okay, set it down so I can get it right. 17 even. We'll go right off here on the lugs, and I've got 34.9, and then it's going to taper from basically that 34.9 down to a 24. The thickness on the links is going to be a 4.9, and then the lug span, which I'm going to go right on these little edges right here. I get 43.6. So with that, we'll grab the scale, throw her on here, and we're in grams to start. So 286 grams. And we're back into pounds and ounces, and we're at 10.1, or 10. Sorry, I'm shaking the table. We'll go 10 even. Sorry about that. And so, you know, it's like I say, it wears a little bit big, and so for perspective, I have a 7-inch wrist, and I'll put it on my wrist. So that's what it looks like on me from about a 7-inch wrist. And you can see the lugs are pretty comfortable. They don't bite down too quick or anything. So it's a pretty comfortable watch. I've got these a little bit loose, probably because in the summer, obviously here in Georgia, it gets a little hot. So you know, things start to swell up. But with that, we'll set that guy right here. And want to give a few shout outs to Instagram and YouTube friends. I want to give a shout out to Smitten by Invicta on Instagram, Invicta Watches and Women's Fashion, and of course YouTube sensations Trap Vision 3D and the Lifestyle page, talking about all things collecting and family, and of course Tommy Big Time, focusing on bracelet sizing and battery changes and everything Invicta. D&Q, chronicling travel and food and fun. Tony Woe, Christian rapper, and his music and life perspective. And as always, we do our majority of shopping on ShopHQ and InvictaStores.com. There are hundreds of Facebook groups out there, so take a look. Some of the ones, Invictacruisers, InvictaVets are some of the ones out there. And with that, let's just take one last look at this, and then we'll close out the show. So there we have there, and with that, we'll close it out. And that was an interesting look at the Blue Label X-Wing, and I just wanted to take a moment to thank everyone for watching. I hope it was enjoyable and informative, and if you did like this and want to see more, please hit the subscribe button down over here, or I've also included some playlists over here of some other watches playlists that I have built out. And with that, I say enjoy your Invicta timepieces, and hope to see you next time on Invicta Specs. Take care.